Imagine, in just a few short weeks, you or your loved one could shed the stigma and displeasure associated with hearing loss and finally get your hearing back without any gadgets or risky surgery. What would that be worth to you? Would it be worth $300? Probably. That's the price my lawyer and accountant thought I should set the price for the remedy and book at, and that's far less than the cost of a hearing aid, and a heck of a lot less than the cost of cochlear implant surgery. Consider your options. $300 should seem like a steal to you, but like I mentioned before, I'm not in this for the money. I have everything I need in life. My retirement is set, my house is paid off, I am happy with everything I have. My goal was to make the remedy available to as many people as possible, while also securing legal protection for me and Sarah. That's what this is about for me. I wish my mother had mentioned this years ago, but I'm sure she forgot about it as I did. It's a freak thing that she remembered it out of the blue when she did. If I had known or remembered the remedy years ago, Sarah and I may have avoided our life-threatening incident that left us bruised and sore for weeks. And that's why there is no way I could ever think about charging you $300 for this, or $200, or even $100. Instead, if you act today on this special website that you are currently on and decide to change your life and begin hearing clearly again, naturally, without the ball and chain of hearing devices or risky surgery, Sarah and I want to give you the entire book, along with the Navajo Remedy recipe and all of the instructions you need to be able to open the book and get access to the Navajo Remedy recipe. You'll be able to access everything right on your computer, tablet, or smartphone, or download them in print copies so you can take them with you. So, in just a couple minutes from right now, you can begin the process to correct just about any hearing loss issue. You can expect to see improvement in hearing loss in just a few weeks. There is no risk. The Navajo Remedy is made up of all natural ingredients that you can find at most grocery stores or health food stores. But the remedy must be taken once a day until your hearing has clearly returned, and then on occasion to keep your hearing sharp. You will find the instructions in the book, and there's no financial risk either. I do not want you to feel obligated whatsoever. If the remedy doesn't work for you as expected, let me know, and I will give you your money back right away. In fact, with our rock-solid guarantee in place, you should consider this a test drive. By placing your order for my book, The Navajo Medicine Man Remedy that will reverse your hearing loss today, you are merely saying, I'll try it. Remember, you have 6 full weeks to try it out. Imagine how the quality of your life will improve as it has for Sarah, my mom, and so many others once the gift of hearing is restored. Do not wait another minute. Click the Add to Cart button below. Get the book and the Navajo Remedy right now. You will have 6 full weeks to try it out, but you need to act now. As I mentioned earlier, if the court injunction that the medical device industry is lobbying for goes through, we will be forced to shut this site down and you will not have access to the Navajo hearing loss remedy. If you or a loved one is suffering from hearing loss, there's absolutely no time to waste. You need to act now. All it takes is clicking the Add to Cart button below, but you have to do it fast. This presentation is coming to an end, and this website may not even be up in a week from now. But just so you know, if you have any issues with the remedy, or you need to get in touch with me for any reason, you'll have my personal email address. And even if I'm forced to shut the site down and discontinue offering the Navajo hearing loss remedy, I will continue to stand by my guarantee. So the choice is up to you. There is no hard feelings if you decide to leave this site without getting the book and remedy. But just remember that the next time you're straining to hear the TV or have a normal conversation with a friend or family member, whether it's a day or a week from now, and you change your mind and decide to come back to the site and try the remedy, it may be too late. And I don't want you to have any regrets. Obviously, look forward to hearing about your results. I wish you all the best. I'm Ben Carter. Still here? I understand. The information I just shared with you is, shall we say, unconventional. And it definitely conflicts with what is touted in the medical field. Clearly, I can't force you to try this remedy, but what I can do is answer some of the most commonly asked questions so you can make an informed decision. The most common question I get is, how is it possible that the Navajo remedy can reverse hearing loss when everything you've read or heard, even from your family doctor, is that there isn't a cure? As I mentioned earlier, scientists have made great strides with their research in hair cells. They are looking for ways to regrow hair cells in the ears of humans, as it happens naturally in many other animals like birds. But other experiments over many years have had positive results in restoring hearing. Most of this research has been buried and hidden, but it suggests that certain chemical compounds can heal and strengthen damaged or unhealthy hair cells, and therefore restore hearing. Another big question that I get is, why haven't I heard of this before? As I mentioned in the presentation, the hearing device companies are outraged that I am even offering this information. I feel that if I keep a low profile, I will be able to continue to provide my book to people who are just looking for answers for a lot longer than if I am shouting it from the rooftops. Quite frankly, word of mouth is the best form of advertisement, and word of my website, book, and the Navajo Remedy is spreading. The next question I get a lot is, how does the Navajo Remedy work? As I mentioned earlier, inside your ear, there are these things called hair cells. They actually have nothing to do with hair, though. They're these small cells with protein-filled protrusions that bunch together like microscopic tufts of grass. These cells line one part of the cochlea, which is the snail-shaped structure in the inner ear. The hair cells turn sound wave vibrations into electrical nerve impulses, which travel into the cochlear nerve, where these impulses are sent into the brain and processed as sound. Many kinds of hearing loss, including those that are age-related, congenital, or environmental, such as repeated exposure to loud noise or ear trauma, are actually due to loss of hair cells. Although, so far, no one has proven that hair cells can regenerate in humans, many scientists and researchers believe, as I do, that certain chemical compound can and do in fact strengthen your existing hair cells and restore hearing. And there has been ample research to support this theory. Now you may be wondering what happens once you click Add to Cart button. Once you hit the Add to Cart button you see below this video, you will go to our triple encrypted and 100% secure checkout page. You just enter your payment information and that's it. And once you complete your checkout, you'll have instant access to the entire thing through the special members-only section of the website that we've set up. You'll be able to open the book and access the Navajo Medicine Man Remedy recipe. You can view them right on your computer, tablet, or smartphone, or download them, or print out copies so you can take them with you. Another question you might be curious about is how long does it really take to get results? Fact is, it is going to vary quite a bit from one person to another, depending on the severity of their hearing loss. But generally, you can expect to see progress within a couple weeks. This book has now been shared with more than 33,000 people throughout the world, and the vast majority have experienced similar results as Sarah and my mother did. Another common question is, how does the guarantee work? Here's the thing. I want you to feel completely confident in your investment in my book, The Navajo Medicine Man Remedy that will reverse your hearing loss, and the Navajo Remedy that I'm providing you with a full 60-day 100% money-back guarantee. All you have to do is click the Add to Cart button below and download my book and use the remedy over the next 60 days. If you don't see positive results after 4 weeks, or at any time in the next 60 days, or if you're unsatisfied for any other reason whatsoever, simply send me an email to the address that I'll give you, and I will give you a 100% refund, no questions asked. Okay, only 2 more questions. How long will this book be available to the public? Well, I can't say for sure, but the legal pressure is building. The medical device companies are coming after me and anyone else who posts my remedy. And as I mentioned earlier, they are in the process of hitting me with a court injunction to get me to remove the site and stop offering Navajo Remedy. With that said, I know that time is running out, and this window can close at a moment's notice. But just so you know, even when that happens, I will still stand by my guarantee, even if I am forced to close my site. So I guess what this boils down to is that if you're truly serious about improving your hearing and improving the quality